Welcome back to another episode of Dark Cloud. I'm Mar, and I decided that rather than farming right now, it'd be better to get further in, so that way I'm at least at floor 14, because floor 14 is the ideal one for farming. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. We are rushing to floor 14. The fastest that our Dran's Feather can carry us. Anyway, do that. And here's the first example of how these things work. If you're wondering why I went to first person mode there, it's because, well, let's just call Ruby's aim without using first person mode haphazard. And there's no reason to waste weapon durability like that. Anyway, to the next floor. Off we go. Anyway, I'm gonna see if we can get Ruby a weapon through luck. It's a limited floor where you get thirsty quicker. That's no fun. At least I have Quench, so like, while I am technically getting thirsty quicker, I also have Quench, so I get thirsty slower. It is stronger than Quench though, as you can tell just by looking at my stats right now. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be annoying. We're not doing that. Let's see who. Okay, so we're going to work on Oro. And the reason I'm doing it like this is because doing what I was about to do, which is the switching weapons to transfer abs, would be really annoying in this area. So we're not going to, because screw that. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. That would be annoying, so no. Please stop dodging. It's really annoying. If you could, sir, hold still. Oh boy, rotten fish. I stabbed the chest out of anger. Clearly that's what happened. Oh hey, it's Steve! I like Steve. Steve's my friend. So I'm just gonna throw away rotten fish. I don't need that. Also, my ice is starting to melt, so we're going to switch to Zhao for a couple of reasons. The first is that we're going to equip Steve because Steve is fun. And why Steve is fun will be obvious in a moment. Steve's just a good goofy enemy in this, and he shows up in a different way in Dark Cloud 2, and I'm so happy they kept him in. Oh, well. Next Dran's Feather, I suppose. Hopefully I find the special exit for this area before my ice runs out. I probably should have had 2 ice. But yeah, so Steve trash talks the enemies while you fight them, and I just think that's utterly glorious. I really like Steve as a concept. I'm going to unequip Steve now because I've got other things to be doing with all this nonsense. Actually, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, yeah, the longer you charge it, the stronger it is. That's the basic premise of her special move. It reaches double strength when she does the whole glowy thing. Not only that, she can fire about as fast as Zhao can. So she's like Zhao, but more heavily reliant on elements and otherwise just stronger. Yeah. But otherwise she works the same as Zhao. So this is a great opportunity to show that, yeah. It doesn't work just because it's an element, it has to be the right element. So, which is why you want to get Ow. Hey, do you mind? Rude dudes. Anyway, I'm gonna switch off of her because she isn't, mainly because she doesn't have enough thirst for this kind of floor where one's thirst is being tested. So I'm better off using someone else for this nonsense. Also, I feel like my fish is gonna go bad and I'm not even gonna get to use it. And that is just saddening. Hey, at least I have a map for where I need to go finally. Ow. Oh my gosh. Stop. Annoyance. Okay, so let me... Oh, weapon. Items. Okay, so I still have a bit of that block of ice left. So now we run. We dash in for that question mark. Hopefully we make it. See you, crab. I don't care. I don't care about any of you. We're gonna cycle through everyone long enough to refill their health and thirst. Then switch back to tone. And go over here. And the fish is still good. Okay, cool. Let's go. Glug glug. That was the sound of Tone drowning in the water that fish surely just swallowed. With its mouth open like that. At the very least, the fish doesn't look like it has a big enough stomach to hold a human without crushing them, so... Also, why did it have to be another mimic one? Why is my luck this bad? Ugh. Like, I'm just so annoyed that it was another mimic one. Like, it couldn't have been, I don't know, anything else? Like, at least I'm getting plenty of gems, but would've really liked it if it wasn't a mimic level. Okay, hello, King Mimic. Thank you for the escape powder. Ow. I'm just gonna casually switch to someone ranged, you know, for reasons. Oh, I almost got stuck on a pillar there. That was bad. Also, her attacks actually stagger enemies, unlike Zhao's, which often do not stagger enemies. Anyway, upgrade. Yeah. Her weapon now has 2 elements that it did not have before. Now it has 2 more. Which means that, in case you're not keeping track, it now has every element. Which is where we wanted it to get. Like, that's where we want it to be. Okay, let's get someone else to weaken this a little bit for her. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so because her attacks stagger enemies, you can just kind of stand there and then as soon as something actually gets close enough to threaten you, beat it back with an attack. It makes her the 2nd best defensive fighter, Goro being the first because he has iframes during his charge attacks, so what's any enemy going to do to him? Like, he's just the ultimate bane of all melee enemies. They just don't even get to fight him. Oh, whoops. My bad. You okay over there, Ruby? You're fine, right? Yeah, she's fine. she's fine. Hello, Mimic. Would you mind getting hit? Thank you. Hello, new Mimic. Would you mind getting hit? Thank you. I'm just gonna keep saying that with every new Mimic. It'll stop being funny eventually, but I'll still keep saying it. Just remember, the best way to be funny on the internet is to pretend you are. And it's really sad how true that is. Like, Alfred has talked a lot about that, and he's this, you know, pretty big YouTuber at this point. Yeah, he's kind of big. And he's talked a lot about how a lot of his jokes are, he says something and acts like it's funny, and that makes it funny. It's a psychological thing. So he tricks people into laughing effectively. And I think that it's really interesting that that works at all. And I think it's an interesting study in human psychology, that that's how that works. Anyway, hello. Hello, Captain, would you mind stopping, please? Okay, I will let you approach. No, into the corner with you, jerk. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hello, Cursed Rose. Oh, I definitely thought I would one-shot it. Goodbye, Cursed Rose. I think this is an actual chest, because I think I remember it being here before. And hey, look, it was an actual chest. The unfortunate thing is that I'm gonna have to go back after this too, if for no other reason than to get Ruby to respawn. There we go. Now, I don't actually have anything to slap into it really, but I'm certainly gonna slap some gems into it anyway. Heck yeah, throw them sapphires in. Yeah. I'm still just throwing all the gems onto Tone's stuff, and it's whatever. It's fine. Just put all the gems on Tone, and everyone else will catch up eventually, because Tone's stats will max out. You know, like, eventually his stats won't be able to go any higher, and I'll have to allocate gems to other people, right? And until then, I can just keep putting them on him. See, I'm taking care. Did I forget to hit upgrade? I totally did. I am smart person. Yeah, let's all just pretend I hit upgrade the first time, yeah? Okay, let's see. What he really needs is more thunder. So that's what I'm gonna give him. More thunder. There you go, Ton. Have some more thunder. You know, I'm just gonna keep throwing things that boost Tone's stats at him, and he'll just be really, really strong for the rest of the game. And you know what? I'm okay with that. He'd be even stronger if I wasn't keeping his attack maxed. Anyway, leave dungeon temporarily so that way Ruby is back alive. Whoops. Yeah, she's fine. Okay, right on the submarine. Let's head on back into the dungeon, and this time we will not let Ruby die. Or at least we'll try harder not to. I make no promises about the actuality. I think Ruby is the first person that when you get them really shows a fundamental problem with this game as you get later characters. Which is that it's not fun to play the new character because she's too weak. She is too much weaker than everyone else. It's not fun to play as her. and I won't be able to rectify that effectively until floor 14, which I believe is after the floor in which you have to use her. And you can rectify this a little bit by buying the Platinum Ring, but even the Platinum Ring's base stats just aren't anywhere near where everyone else in the game is at this point, and makes her attacks just kind of tink off the enemies. Which is why I'm still putting points into the Gold Ring to upgrade it, or to break it down and put it into the Platinum Ring, or any other ring I happen to find as I wander through here. Okay, not the limited floor for Ruby yet, because I can still pick up stuff. I can still get Atlamelia here. Anyway. Oh hey, her thirst reaches limit at some point apparently. So that was a thing that happened. Oh hey, need to switch to Zhao anyway to get over this gap. It would be a little bit better if I searched the town now, because I'd have some gourds at least. That way she at least wasn't dying of thirst, you know? It would fix one problem at least. Yeah, but, like, let me put it this way. She, with 11 attack, is still managing to be relevant in this dungeon. And I think that speaks a... Ow. Oh, hey. Let me just... go do that real quick. Ow. Mind? Ow. Anyway, so if... you may be wondering why I don't just stay in the fountain. And that's because you can't, actually. Like, you can stay in the fountain, but you can't hit enemies. Or, to be more specific, you can't attack when you're in the fountain. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep doing this until they're dead. You know? It's not the most interesting, way to win. But it is a way to win. You know, I don't want to target the stupid chariot, because it's easily the tankiest thing here. Gosh darn it. Take your shot. There you go. Take your shot, chariot. I know you want to. There you go. Take your shot. Come on. Rude. Also, what element are chariots weak against? Let's find out, shall we? Not ice. There it is. Thunder. Would you mind taking your shot already? Thank you. Ow. Hey there. Let's not be rude to poor little Ruby, you know? She's doing the best she can out here. Let's not talk about how Ruby almost died there, yeah? Also, after another enemy or 3, I might have to switch to someone else just to speed things along. Yeah, Ruby's only problem as a character is because so much of her stats are in magic, she really is dependent upon you actually using an elemental weakness of whatever you're fighting. And she's really dependent on it, unlike most characters who... Yeah, it's nice if you have the elemental weakness of the enemy, but they have a high enough raw attack stat that doesn't really matter. They're still just going to defeat the enemy. Time to get shocked. You know, I really sometimes wonder, would I be more popular if I made more bad jokes? Like, would more bad puns make me more popular? Because I feel like they might. Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna go through his tone because this floor is taking way too long using Ruby. Ugh. And for the record, if you don't know the game as well as I do, pretty much every character acquisition is like this except for Xiao because she's early enough that, oh hey, I got a platinum ring, so I don't have to buy one. Oh hey, a King Mimic. That's enough abs that I'll bother switching. Okay, now back to what I was doing, which was looting this floor. Off we go. Come on. Take your shot. And then die. Like a good cannon. Like a good cannon, it already died. That's what makes it a good cannon, right? I'm pretty sure. Sounds right. Sounds like that's what would make it a good cannon. I'm not certain, but it does sound right. Close enough, anyway. Okay, go this way. Regret not going the other way for health. And I'm gonna switch off of tone because, well, enemies can actually kill him. Also, you know, has all the fire that she needs. So I should actually upgrade her weapon. Oh, yep, she now has all the fire she needs. And now needs a different element. She now needs Dino Slayer, and that's it on this tier. And then I'll have her upgrade her weapon to the next tier. Got the second floor of some tower. Cathedral Tower, maybe? It's most likely in the kind of town that Queens is supposed to be. Okay, off we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Onward to victory. Okay, now we go over here. Heck yeah. Get that healing in. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Oh, well. Next Drans Feather, then. Thanks for all your hard work, Drans Feather. It was nice having you on my toolbar. Easy. Also, if you're wondering why the cannons seem so much more durable than everything else, it's because they're a metal enemy. Like, that's the whole reason. They're a metal enemy, and as has been covered extensively on many different occasions by me, metal is the thing that I have the least of. Like, it is across the board my lowest stat. Like, not even a competition. It's the lowest by a lot. Anyway, onward we go. Gosh darn it, let me cross the chasm, please. Thank you. Okay, and that'll be all for this episode. And when I say see you guys tomorrow this time, I actually mean it, because this will be the last episode I'm recording tonight. So, see you guys tomorrow, where we will hopefully get up to the boss here, and then I can do all the diorama stuff, and then in the background I can do some farming. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.